Yes, I believe God does give second chances. As you read in the Bible about Jonah and the well, Jonah was swallowed by the well, and if Jonah didn't obey God, no telling what the well would have done to Jonah. So yes, I believe in second chances.
I do believe God gives second chances. As Albert said, the Bible is full of people who receive second chances. And not only that, all of us here can relate to the second chance that God has given us. I like to think of it as this though. As humans, we do not have that perfect love that God does. But we give second chances to those that we love. So why wouldn't God, whose love is so perfect, whose grace is so sufficient, why would He give us a second chance?
I believe my whole life has been a second chance until my last 6 years of my life. Grew up in church, but I straddled the line and ran from God my whole entire life until 2002. That's when I gave my life back to the Lord.
I have experienced a second chance from God. I've actually experienced many chances, but as a teenager, I was called into the ministry, and I went to Olivet Nazarene University to pursue that ministry that He called me into. And while there, I still wanted to live my life in the world, and I was too much of what the world wanted me to be, and I decided to put that on the back burner, and I ran from what He called me to do into a life of rebellion and sin, and I suffered many consequences. But God, being so awesome, He called me into ministry last July again. I call myself a recalled product of God, which I think many of us are.
Second chance with God has been awesome. From January the 11th of 2002, when I recommitted my life back to Christ, it's been a stepping stone. Not only did God forgive me, but He has blessed me with everything that I have. I have a family that loves me. He brought my wife to me, Brittany, and her family that love me as well. He's blessed me with jobs, and He's taken care of me. And people don't realize is that we live and we serve a living God that forgives us, and that's always there for us. And that's why I believe in second chances.
Life before Christ, before my second chance, I lived in fear. I didn't have confidence. My identity lied in what the world wanted me to be and how they portrayed me. I wasn't happy. I didn't have joy or peace. But when Christ came in and changed me and gave me a second chance, a new life, He brought joy into my life that no one else can give. He brought me love that's so unfailing, grace that just amazes me every day. He blessed me with Albert and a marriage that He has just continued to help us get through, a great family. And now I know that my identity lies in Him, that I don't have to live by the world standards because I have Christ, and I just have to live according to what He has called me to do and what He's called me to be. And the freedom that He's given me is just amazing, and I will never be the same ever since He's given me a second chance and He's come into my life.